All those who are joining in, guys, keep introducing yourself. Just say hi, hello or something. And in case you're watching me for the first time, please introduce yourself. So it's a lot more convenient if I'm talking to people and not just the screen. Today's session is a really interesting one because we'll be discussing topics and I need your full cooperation in that because we'll be discussing, and you can use this as a practice session where you are putting up your ideas. I'll quickly let you know about the series that you're currently watching this video on. We have Pachu here. Hi Pachu. Is the audio and the video quality all good? I've had a couple of problems previously, so I've become overly conscious. I hope I can actually see everybody's comments. Great. All those who are joining in, guys, keep introducing yourself as you join in. Great. All good? Great. So in case you guys are watching me later or you have not yet been connected on my different social media groups, make sure you do. I'm available on Telegram, Instagram, as well as on Facebook. Okay? Great. So this series is on the most expected QCAR topics that you could possibly see if you plan to give your exam from January to April time frame. And we'll be discussing most expected ones. I had 2 more sessions on this particular series before. This is the 3rd part. In case you guys want to see the previous videos where I have discussed, I think I have discussed 5 in each of them. Today we're going to be discussing next 5. So I'll let you know where you have to go in case you're watching me. You've encountered a random video, which is this video, and you have not seen the previous videos. I'll let you know where you have to go. Okay? So this is the 3rd video on this particular series. And if you want to see my previous videos, you have to go to my playlist on this particular channel. This channel that you're watching is at Unacademy IELTS. In case you guys have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get posted with all the upcoming videos, not just from me, but from all the other educators on the same platform. And so, as I was talking about the playlist, if you go to the playlist button, I have 2 playlists. One is called Learn IELTS with Meenaal Fatma and the other one is Classroom Talks with Meenaal Fatma. Okay, but technically all my videos is in that particular first one, which is Learn IELTS with Meenaal Fatma. So if you want to see my previous videos, because I have currently number of ongoing series, there's one on writing task 2 topics, there's one on the speaking part 2, then I have one on vocabulary 2. Okay, and in case you guys have any suggestion or if there's any particular topic that you want me to discuss over a little bit more elaborately on a new video, please drop down a message and let me know. Okay, I'll quickly introduce myself for all those who are watching me for the first time. Hi guys, professionally I'm an architect and an urban designer. I've done bachelor's from Birla Institute of Technology, that's in Mesra Ranchi, the main center, and from there I moved to London where I did MArch from A School of Architecture. I have lived, worked and studied in London for the past 2 years. I've also worked in some cities in India as well as in Dubai before I moved to London. And for all those who repeatedly keep asking me where I am currently, guys, I'm in Pune as of now. Let's see where I go further. And I have given the exams myself. So I have been in the entire position that you're currently planning to go through, and I've been taking classes for IELTS for almost 3 years, both in India as well as in UK. Okay, so sorry, let me quickly tell you the structure of this session. So what I'll do is I'll put up a topic in terms of I'll have framed a question on it. I'll be giving you a little bit time, maybe like a minute or so, to quickly prepare yourself, because this is a part 2 of your speaking test where you're given 1 minute to prepare yourself, and after that 1 minute you have to talk for 2 minutes, right? So what we'll do is I'll give you 1 minute time to quickly think about whatever is coming in your head. And I have been getting repeated confusions from people regarding so many questions, so many ideas that keep popping in your head, and how do you go about it? What do you think is the best thing to talk about, right? Because जैसे भी कोई भी question सामने आता है, it's obvious that you'll have so many things to talk about, right? But I'm telling you a small trick. whatever comes in your head for the first time is the topic, is the story that will help you have a lot more content over. So whatever hits you the first, talk about it. Don't try and generate thoughts about it and take time to think about a story that is coming in context to the question. But whatever comes to you the first is the exact thing which will help you talk fluently over, because it will have a lot of content, and that is something that you have actually been connected to yourself, so you're able to talk fluently about it. So what we'll do is we'll practice the same format. The moment the question you encounter a question, you will tell me the first thing that strikes your head, and I will share what strikes me too. Okay, so this will be an interesting back and forth discussion round. Are you guys ready for this? And all those who are joining in, guys, please keep introducing yourself, so it's nice that I know who all are here and we can have a nice chat. Something is wrong. I cannot see. Just give me a second, guys. Okay. Yes, I think I can see now. All those who are live currently, guys, just introduce yourself quickly or say hi, hello or something, so I know, because I cannot see the names and I would love to know you guys. It's always more convenient to know each other. I just introduced myself and it's going to be great if you guys could introduce yourself too. Okay, so let's go to the first question now. Mohammed is here. Hi Mohammed. The first one is the most interesting question. Describe the happiest day you ever had. Okay, the question that are following up are where you were, who were you with, what you did, and explain why you think it was the happiest day for you. Now, all the points in the bullet are not necessary to be talked about. It completely depends on you. If you think any of these question prompts are helping you to generate idea or elaborate on your answer, you can use them, but there is no compulsion and you do not lose marks. So do not waste your time just answering to them. But even if that's one point and you can have your entire conversation for 2 minutes on that one question, you can do it. Or in case you have a fifth question that is not in the bullet point and you think it will help you talk on the topic, use that. Okay, Chalo, let me know what is the first thing that comes to your head the moment you read this question. Describe the happiest day you had. I'm gonna give you a minute, only a minute. The first thing that comes. Nobody's gonna make sentences. I'm okay with words and phrases. Don't waste your time in making sentences. This is the rough work that you're doing. You're just practicing right now. What is that first thing that comes to your head? Let me tell you mine. Maybe you will understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, the first thing that strikes me when I read this question is I think there was this time when I was in Dubai. I was working in Dubai back in 2017, I guess. Yes, I was in Dubai for a few months. I was working there, and one of the day, I think it was a weekday or a weekend sometime, I don't remember properly, but when I came back in the evening, I was sitting with everyone in the house and I suddenly opened my email. I got an email and I opened it, and it was an offer letter from the university where I did masters from, and it was beyond imagination. Like, there was one college which I was not expecting at all to get an offer letter from. It was just a random decision to put up because I thought it was way too beyond my level. So I thought of not applying, but then I thought of taking a risk and just going forward with it. And when I finally got an offer letter from there, I was ecstatic. And What I did was I remember I called my parents first. They didn't pick. I called a couple of my friends. They didn't pick. And I'm crying and I have nobody to talk about this. So finally, like after 5 minutes, people started calling me back and then I started explaining. I remember my dad got really emotional and he started crying as well. So I think that was one day which was the most emotional day for me. I was very, very happy. What about you guys? So I'm just giving you an idea how simple you can keep the content. This is not required that you talk about some fancy technical content. You can keep the content really simple, but the trick is to be fluent, and that is something actually I'm going to be talking about in the special class in the evening at 7:15. I'll be telling about the special class very soon. So let's see what Pachu says. Pachu says, 8 years ago I got a prize in my school day. So 8 years ago, Pachu, which class were you in? What about others, guys? Come on, just mention. What is the first thing? Everybody has a happiest day, isn't it? It's just that there could be many happy days, but कोई भी एक जो सबसे पहले आपको याद आ रहा है. And use this time when you're live discussing with an educator. You don't have to actually sit aside and then practice again. Just utilize every second when you're putting in. Let's go to the next question. Muhammad says, when I became a father. Oh, that's really, really sweet. Definitely, I'm sure it would have been the happiest day. Varsha is here as well. Hi Varsha. Your happiest day came with CA result. Oh, that's great. That's great. 2012. That's great. Exactly, these things could be the simplest of the thing. I hear people, because I generally share questions in my classes and I ask people to record their answers and share it with me on Telegram. When I hear, I just feel like people are unnecessarily trying to put a very difficult conversation which sounds like a speech. You have to make sure that your conversation is not sounding like a speech, because all they are trying to see, the examiner, is if you're able to converse with people when you go to their country. So if you're going to sound like a speech, it shows lack of confidence. So keep the content as simple as possible. Talk about relevant things from your life. Okay, let's go to the next question and let's be more quick now. Okay, we're doing tuck 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 really quick. Okay, a person who has taught you something really important according to you. It could be anything. Who is that person? What has she or he taught you, or how do you feel about him or her? Anything that comes to your head. You have 1 minute again. Okay, Pachu says, reason for getting this prize is because of highest marks obtained in my class, grade 10. Oh, that's great. That's great. See, we have varied answers. Some people bring about experiences from their career, from their education. Somebody has something really personal, isn't it? That's beautiful. You can go for whatever comes to your head first. Good that you guys are bringing up the diversity. I'm happy we have so many people communicating. Tell me this one quickly. Let me tell you mine, okay? So I think the first person that comes to my head is my teacher who I met in London when I was doing masters from A School of Architecture. I generally never had a very good impression of teachers, because I personally feel in our country teachers, there's some very, very good teachers, and in many schools and colleges, teachers are just doing it for the sake of it and are not really inclined towards it. But that was one time that it really changed my mindset about teachers, when I met this guy called Lawrence Bart. He was the HOD of my department, and he used to teach us a couple of subjects too. And I was absolutely mesmerized by the way he used to speak, by the level of knowledge that he had, and by the confidence he had in speaking. And not just about whatever he spoke, but the content that he had. He could just talk about one topic for maybe 2 hours. Like, we literally had lecture assigned for 45 minutes, and it just used to go on for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and he never needed any screen or a presentation to talk about them. He could just randomly stand in front of us and talk for hours and hours. And the one topic he could explain in maybe 10 different ways, and that was one thing that I really wanted to do. Like, I just wanted to become him, how he talked. So that's the first thing that I just absolutely cannot forget about him. We are still in touch. Even if I'm back, I'm still in touch, and I keep following him, and I'm like always there around talking to him. Great, let's see. Muhammad, my nephew. Varsha, I learned that keeping things organized is an art. I learned it from one of my teachers in school days, who taught why it is important. Great. What about others, guys? Great. So Varsha is like, she thinks being organized is actually something very important, and it's a piece of art, and she learned it from one of her school teachers, and she still has that. He taught you how to dance. That's really nice. I'm really fond of dancing. It declutters the mind and allows you to concentrate on what's important. Trust me, Varsha, I have this thing every time I have to study. Like, even now, like, I've finished my studies, but even now, if I have to work on my laptop, or even if I'm sitting to do some work at home, I need the place to be clean around. Everything organized, my pens properly in the pen box, my books arranged, everything. I need to be organized to do something productively. I still have that. So that's a very good thing that you have too. Let's go to the next question. The next question says, describe a crowded place you have visited. Where is it, when and why did you go there, and explain how you felt after going there. A crowded place. If we talk about India, literally every place we'll be talking about would be crowded, but think about a memory that is attached along with it. Quickly. No need to make sentences, just tell me your ideas. Let's go a bit quick on this. A crowded place. Crowded place. It could be anywhere. It could be in your city, it could be in your neighborhood, it could be in any place you visited recently, anywhere, in India, in abroad, anywhere. I'll tell you one place that I think, the first thing that comes. In India, obviously, I feel every place I go to is crowded. But when I was in Dubai, I went to this global village. My brother had come down to meet me for, I think, two weeks or something. And we had gone to this place called Global Village. It's like a big fair that comes, I think, once a year or something like that. I'm not sure about it. But yes, so we had gone there with the entire family. And we were not aware that Atif Aslam is gonna come there for a performance. We had no idea, and it was actually not announced. It was a surprise that was supposed to happen. So suddenly some people started they gathered around the stage. It was supposed to be any person popular who could perform, but nobody knew that it's going to be Atif Aslam. So the moment it was announced that Atif Aslam is going to come, people went crazy. Like, it was crazy. I myself am a big fan of Atif Aslam, and back in the days I was relatively more fond of him. So I was just trying so hard to get in front, and the crowd went crazy. Everybody's trying to push each other, and Atif literally had to stop his performance and just leave because the crowd went too disturbing. They were pushing the cops in front, and it was just all messed up. My friend and I decided to attend Muhammad, a fun fair, definitely. But do you have an experience along with it? My friend Varsha says, my friend and I decided to attend a stand-up comedy show. We thought we will have fun there, but we reached the surprise seats we were given at the last. Okay, so stand-up comedies. Yes, stand-up comedy has become big in our country right now, isn't it? And the tickets are like swiped out really quick. Good. Let's go to the next question. The next question, I'm sure each and everybody would have some or the other content to talk about. Describe a job you would not like to do in the near future or anytime. You could hardly hear the comedian. Yeah. We could enjoy the show either as the people in the back rows who are really making. I can get it. Connectivity issue. That's a good one. So people who are sitting at the back were really noisy, and you could not actually hear and participate as much as you could have done, isn't it? Good one. Tell me about this. Describe a job you would not like to do in the future. What is the job? Why don't you want to do it? How do you feel about your current job? Everybody would have a story about this. And those who are not working, those who are studying, I'm sure you would have discussed with your seniors how the industries are going on, and you would have some sort of mindset, isn't it? Now, the first thing that strikes me is when I actually moved back to India, it's quite a different work culture in India and in UK. So when I came to India after finishing my studies, because I wanted to be back in India, it was quite a depressing scenario because I hate those jobs in which I have to completely sit on the screen. There's no scope of growth, there's no sort of human interaction that goes in, and you're just stuck onto watching in front. So I never wanted to do that, and I don't think even if they give me like a really good package, I would still go for it, because for me, enjoying something that I do is really important. And until unless I enjoy something, I really find it difficult. I need to get up with that motivation that this is what I'm going to do today. So I really like jobs where human interaction is important, where having good knowledge is important. But I do not like, if I talk about particularly in my industry, I hate jobs where I'm just sitting like a draftsman and doing all technical drawings of somebody else's ideas. So yeah, that's one point. Let's go to the next question. The next question says, describe a uniform you used to or currently wear. When do you wear it? How does it look like? How do you feel after wearing it? A uniform, या तो आपने पहले कभी पहना होगा, या कुछ ऑफिसेज में भी होता है ना, कुछ कॉलेजेस में भी होता है that they still put the dress code intact. So is there any uniform that you suddenly strikes you which was a little catchy and you still remember? Anything that comes to your head the first? I'll tell you mine. The first thing that strikes me was when I was in school from grade 1 to 10th. So I spent 10 years in one particular school, so obviously I'll have a lot of memories in comparison to any other place. So I remember wearing this nice cute little red skirt and white shirt. We also had a badge which we used to put on the left side, and I especially like the winter outfit, but I always had this complaint that if every school or colleges, they have this nice blazers that come along. We never had blazers. Instead they used to put like a cardigan or like a sweater, which doesn't look as cool as the blazer. So I always used to be jealous of looking at others, and yeah, that's one thing that actually strikes me. What about you guys? I would say wearing formals in offices is more or less like I'm sure, isn't it? Even for offices, especially if I've heard in like, where do you work, Varsha? Like, I don't know about other industry, but I have friends in the IT sector, or friends, I think also like when you have management people, I have friends from there. So they keep telling like there's certain offices who are very conscious about the uniforms that they bring about. So yep. Okay, great, that's great. Is it in Bangalore, Varsha? I have a couple of friends in Bangalore though. Blue shirt and black pant. Pachu, that's what you wear? Varsha, white, grey, black. Okay. So is it like you guys have to wear that every day? Pachu, which company do you work in? Or which industry is it? Gurgaon wala. Okay. So is there like a fixed thing that you guys have to wear? White, grey and black? One fine day I just want to wear a red top. Can you not wear that? Food industry. Oh wow, good. Great, great, you guys. Acha, okay, got it, Varsha. Ha, sweet lord. Noodles manufacturing, that's great. Woohoo! Exactly, Maggie is the first thing that struck my head too. Chocolate chips as well, great. Pachu, you're so fortunate. Guys, let me quickly tell you about Unacademy and the courses that are going on. By the way, if you have not yet followed me on Unacademy, make sure you do, because once you do, you're going to be getting notification about all the upcoming courses and the special classes, which are the free classes too. Today we have today we have one at 7:15, where we'll be discussing how to be fluent, and there we will talk about natural fillers and punctuation. So just go to my profile, you see the special class today at 7:15, and also these are all plus courses जिनकी details आपको मेरे profile पे courses के button पे दिख जाएगी, and once you click them you see the entire schedule and you will see a small demo video explain everything. Okay, so the number of courses that are actually ongoing, and there are new ones to yet start, so you can quickly join me on my plus courses. There are a number of advantages which I've been rapidly talking about. See, first of all, I'll just discuss the common discussions with people send me questions with. So एक बार आप subscription ले लेते हो तो you'll get access to all the old videos, you'll have access to the current live videos, also you'll have access to each and every educator's classes as well. So you have variety of ideas coming to you, right? So you can learn from each and every educator. So you're not just stuck with me, but you can go around, hear everybody's you can hear in everybody's class, right? So you have range, diversity, you have opportunity to see. Maybe I finished, for example, I finished a course which was like a crash course in December. So I can direct you, if you have limited time, you can just go up there and have a good revision for 24-25 videos. So that's also an opportunity that you have. So you can revise, you can learn, you can do everything parallelly. Okay. And if you want to take subscription and you're targeting a good band score, I would say take 3 months time, right? Take 3 months time. If your English is very good and you just want to revise, you can opt for 1 month, right? And अगर आपकी English थोड़ी weak है and you would need a little bit more time, जैसे I know a couple of people जिनका first language English नहीं है, उनको थोड़ी दिक्कत होती है, so you'll need a little bit more time. Okay, now with these prices you get an additional 10% discount, which is Meenaal Live. And please remember to use my referral code if you want me to address you personally, like take you through the entire process myself. So you have to remember that you use my referral code, because I'll be notified then, and then we can take the step further. And also because I know many people who keep giving the exams repeatedly and then come to us. I would say when the exam is already very expensive, just spend little bit amount and just go through it at one go and finish the chapter. Okay, so in case you guys have any further questions, you can connect with me on Telegram, Instagram and Facebook as well. I'm open to discussion anytime. So I'll end the video now. In case you guys like the video and you want me to make more videos like these, let me know in the comment section. And also remember to like and share with your friends as well. And if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. And remember to join the Plus courses, and I'll see you back again with new and more videos. Take care. Have a great evening. Take care. Bye bye.